I'm the Jack from Jack Review Stuff, and I'm here with this guy.
Maori.
Okay, so Maori does Men's Circle in Penang, and we can't say about all Men's Circle, but for this Men's Circle, the question I asked myself was, what is Men's Circle? Is it a place where I have a question from my therapist, but I go to his one Men's Circle to cut costs, or is it like I want to complain about my girlfriend or wife, or is it like, to irritate the nonsense, misogynistic, whatever, or something completely different, or maybe it's like some people have like less present father or busy father in their life, or is it something completely different? So like, how is it?
Wow, this is an interesting introduction. Hi everyone, my name is Maori. I'm the founder of MyMasterMan. MyMasterMan is a platform, it's a global platform where we do deliver any kind of service in order to target men's mental health, physical well-being and emotional well-being. And we do translate this work in a very powerful way. We have been co-creating here in Malaysia, in beautiful Malaysia, 3 big communities.
You're in KL.
2 in Kuala Lumpur and 1 in Penang.
You live in KL.
I live in KL.
And you come here every month to help Penang people.
Absolutely, brother. And nothing. We call it Men's Circle. Men's Circle, see it as a modern community of men, like a men's tribe, where men from different walks of life gather together in a safe space. And when I say safe space for men, means in a space where men they can really speak out the truth, they can be authentic with themselves, removing the masks. As you know, any fellow men listen to me, you know what I mean, that as men we usually live a life not authentic because we pretend to be somebody else, simply because we are absolutely afraid to be judged, maybe as weak or not good enough. So we create this kind of a character, as you mentioned, they take brothers, they preach this alpha male, very insecure and very macho.
Those guys are kind of sus. You're definitely not like him.
Yeah.
You are more about respect. So you continue?
Yes, thank you. Yes, Jack. It's all about, you see, real brotherhood is one man without any form of judgment, they hold the space one another. And they can see and they can get out of the isolation and they can help one another to, uplift. It's not about a competition. We are not there to compete, we are there to uplift one another.
If you've seen when you have a bucket of crabs, they're not helping each other out, they are pulling each other down.
Yeah.
You call it crabs in the bucket.
Yeah, that's a beautiful analogy. As men, as you know, we see fellow men as competitors, simply because we don't talk to them. When men gather together, usually, not always, the majority of the time, we have shallow conversation, we show the muscles, how much money we make, how many women we can conquer, but we are really afraid to talk about deep stuff. So what we do, we avoid hard conversation with our fellow brothers or with ourselves. So maybe we have a lot of beers, we numb ourselves in many ways. What we do at the Men's Circle, we gather together, we have a profound topic to discuss, and each one of us, Jack was very, very good as well.
I went for the one session a few days ago.
Yeah, and I appreciate you because, as we said, you put yourself out of your comfort zone. And as you know, in life, the success that you're looking for, the fulfillment that you're looking for, the happiness, the contentment, is always lies outside your comfort zone. Because if you keep living and shaping your life according to your comfort zone, nothing will happen. So what we do, we get out in a collective way out of our comfort zone. We speak out what is really happening in our heart, in our mind, and just doing so, it's very healing because we speak out and now we are aware what we have to change.
So I went to one session of his Men's Circle, so I wanted to share what happened there.
Please.
Okay, so at first I thought, why Tropical Spice Garden? That's so far away. But when I reached there, I realized we were at it's something like a greenhouse. There's like glass walls, and the floor is wooden floor with varnish. So it's like we all sat on the floor in a circle, so it's like wood, in touch with nature. And then because it's far, I don't drive far, I carpool with someone. And thankfully I did, because that guy was half an hour early. And when I say about respect, we actually started the session 20 minutes early because everyone was already there, respectfully come on time. I mean, people can be late, but we choose to be extra early just to maybe talk to each other first. And I found for me that they were all strangers. It's very rare that I go somewhere where it's all strangers. And I want to ask you, is it better to go there as a by yourself, or should you bring a friend? Because some people like they never go by themselves. They're always like, hey, I better bring a friend. So do you feel better to bring your friend or go alone for that first session?
Oh, very interesting question. So it really depends. I can tell you something. Many guys reach out to me because they see how profound is the work and the belonging of a men's circle. But they are very introvert and they always call me, hey Mario, we like to join, but I'm a very introvert and I struggle to speak in front of other people. And my reply is always the same. My dear fellow brother, give yourself the opportunity to come there and to put yourself in a conscious discomfort of talking in front of other people, because I can guarantee you that the men that are going to be there in the circle, nobody's going to judge you. So it really depends. If your choice is not to come because you feel unsafe, bring a friend, if that is going to help you to join. But
Bring a male friend. Huh?
yeah, a male friend.
Otherwise, she might be outside. Not nice for her.
Yeah, a male friend. In case you feel the urge to give it a try, just come. And I can guarantee you, as 100% of the time happens, that at the end of the circle, even if you are the most introvert man in the world, you're going to be so surprised on how you are able to vocalize and speak out. And that first step, it will help you massively in your journey to get more self-confidence as well.
If you're worried, the doors close nicely. There is aircon, no mosquitoes that I saw in my session. It's actually a comfortable place, but it's also with nature. And when we reach, we walk up a small short path, maybe a couple of minutes. It's dark. We all have our phones. It's just one way up. You won't get lost. It's fine.
Thank you. And as Jack says, the location, who is familiar with Penang up north, Ferangi Beach, this tropical spice garden, which is an amazing place that I highly suggest you to visit, even by yourself and family. This beautiful garden, I would say
I normally won't go because it's very sunny. If I cast a shadow in the sunlight for more than like 10 minutes, I burn. But it's at what time? 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, so at 7:30 when we reach, it's dark, it's fine. All good.
And as Jack says, the environment is very pleasant. It's surrounded by nature. It's a wooden floor, so it's a very cozy place. You know, it puts you in a very comfortable position as well.
I found the most important thing for me was we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. We should be using that ratio. We sat in the circle. He asked the same question to everyone, and it's not about me giving my answer. It's about me listening to the other people's answer. And some of them, it's like they answer the question wrong. I don't know if they misunderstood or pretend they don't want to share. But when you see a guy who is big, strong, handsome, but don't want to share, you realize, oh, maybe he's not so big on the inside. Not naming any names, I forgot all the names there. But it's like, so you see them at first, maybe they want to share. Then by the end of the session, he's sharing something. So the change is very, almost immediate. You can see he's more with, of course, just met people you may not want to share. But he won't skip you, but you just say a little bit and then you'll feel, after hearing the others, everyone has their own story, which is, you're not supposed to make the most creative answer. Just give your real answer, and everyone's just happens to be different because we are all different. Even though we think it's the same, we surprised, oh, this guy's answer was not what I imagined.
You know, thank you, Jack. So just to give to the audience an idea, the men's circle happens in Kuala Lumpur and in Penang. At the moment it's monthly, but the numbers of brothers joining is getting bigger and bigger, so most likely we're going to have more sessions monthly. We sit on a circle as a tribe. Why on a circle? Because we are shoulder to shoulder with other fellow men, but you cannot hide because I can see each one of the guys joining the circle. So we honor our own journey, but we always acknowledge that on each side we are the other fellow men, maybe in a different path, but still engage in the same transformational journey. Every topic, or every gathering, every men's circle has a topic. The last one where Jack joined us was the fear of being ordinary, which is a subtle fear that every man go through. You know, what if I'm ordinary? So every man is trying to be in certain way extraordinary, maybe having a family, being a leader, making a lot of money, having glory and fame. So according to the topic, we go through several questions. So I launched the question and each one of us go through it. And as Jack says, the beauty of it, that as men, we are problem solving. We always try to solve problems of everyone, but we struggle to listen. And as you said beautifully, at the men's circle, as men, we learn even to listen actively, because at times we don't need to talk much, we just need to listen. And when you listen stories of other men that might look different than you, they might believe in a different color, God, different skin color, but they're going through the same journey as yours, is there where brotherhood happens, because we overcome the illusion of separation.
There is a reason why you are into women, not just because of the coffee. I didn't feel right to be shooting video at the men's circle. So at the end, we have a big selfie. If you don't want to be in a selfie, up to you. You take the photo for us, even better. So privacy is there. We all share something. So if you out my sharing, I out your sharing, that kind of thing. But no one does that. It's very good.
Yeah, and absolutely.
Oh, I changed battery. Hang on.
Okay, sure.
Jack Review stuff does not use original batteries because they are very expensive. Always change your battery before it's finished. So I was thinking that your topics, they are not like on a ladder. If you missed last month, you can still go. It's all on the same level. Please don't message him and say, what's the topic this week? Or this month? I don't like this topic, I go next topic. It's loosely on the topic.
Yes.
It's not like...
Exactly. And think about, thanks Jack, thinks about that we've been running men's circles for the past 3 years in Kuala Lumpur, and for the past 2 years in Penang, and regularly every single month. And every single month we have different topics. And it's so unique because this experience become very profound, and more men from different ages, from different backgrounds are joining. So we have been creating experiences. It's called the Brave Man Experience. Usually it can last 2 or 3 or 4 days, 2 or 3 or 4 hours, sorry, and can be like a workshop where we do workout together. Then we have mindful practices to let go of stress, breath work that helps you to immediately let go of anger and stress and worries, and then ice bath. Have you ever done an ice bath where you jump into cold water? Have you ever tried?
No, but just to be, for the people watching, okay, so this is a 1 hour session for Men's Circle, okay? The thing about ice bath is a separate thing.
Yes.
The 2 or 3 day or 3 hour one, also a separate thing. When he said we cannot share, so we drink beer, this is like people who don't go to Men's Circle. We didn't drink any beer at the Men's Circle.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I think it's like halal, kosher, all good, any religion, all good.
Absolutely. We have brother Muslim, brother Chinese, brother Europeans.
Not religiously charged.
Yes, absolutely. No religious group, it's no therapy. And it's a place, again, as we said, where we preach a healthy lifestyle, we work out together, we do hiking together, we have conversation at the men's circle. It's a community. See, it is like a proper men's community where we have fathers, we have single men, we have students, we got CEOs, we got GM, managers, startuppers, creative people, we got everyone.
It's also not networking because I didn't take any phone numbers and I forgot the names and stuff. So what was the topic that I went to?
The fear of being ordinary.
The fear of being ordinary. Now this topic, when I first heard him say, I was like, it doesn't interest me. It's just gonna be boring. No, it wasn't. And to be honest, I forgot my answers. I forgot the other people's answers, but I remember the feeling. I still feel, when you ask a question, you give your genuine answer, you hear other people's answer and you think, people actually think so differently. I mean, it's not a challenge. Give me the most creative answer, but just to know that people's genuine answer is so different from yours. It's like you feel good. It's not like a spiritual awakening, but you genuinely feel good. Once a month is good because I don't think that feeling will last me the whole month. So it's like a top-up feeling.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing. And I'm very happy that only with one gathering you feel this. Jack, I carry so much respect for a man that comes, and as you did, you put yourself out and say, let's see what's going to happen. That the man that they pretend to show that they have everything under control, they pretend that all is well, they avoid to have a conversation, and then are the one that they develop addictions, like overeating, sugar, or overworking out, and all drugs and alcohol, whatever. That is for me is a weak man, a man that is avoiding confrontation. A really courageous man is the guy that comes and says, you know what, I've been carrying a lot of anger and grief, but I want to change and I'm looking for answers. And Jack, I love it because just to came one, you really understood the power of sharing, of listening to another man and sees, wow, same topic, we have different opinions, maybe it's interesting, I never thought about yours, and it triggers in you some reflection, which is the main trigger, self-reflection, to truly change your life.
I don't think I'm addicted to food and overeating. I think that's a choice because I love food and I think I can stop. So when you say people who get into addictions because they cannot share, they are sad or they are angry. So this is good for you.
Yeah, well, okay. That could be another topic for an entire podcast, but anytime, we have any form of addiction is simply the avoidance of the discomfort. So if you notice when maybe you have a bit of, you feel a bit sad or angry, maybe you have a piece of chocolate or a cake, simply because the sugar gives you a rush of dopamine. Other people do it with alcohol or website or gambling. Any rush of dopamine is basically removing temporary the discomfort. And as men, because nobody taught us on how to have an inner dialogue with our emotions, so we don't know any better than open a bottle of wine and have 2 glasses just to calm down. So the work we are doing is to show ways to our fellow brothers that once you start a journey of self-awareness and self-mastery of your emotions, you don't need any alcohol, you don't need nothing, because you're going to be so in tune with your emotions that any situation that puts you in discomfort, you know exactly how to be and to let go. So I guess I know that you have a girlfriend, I have a girlfriend, and whoever man is looking for a partner, a woman will be with you only and when she feels safe. Because you can have a lot of money, but if you go through anger issues, you are not stable mentally and emotionally, a woman feels unsafe and won't stay with you. A woman will be very happy to be with a man that is emotionally safe, so she feels okay with them. I don't know what you think about.
You asked me about this question, but to touch back on the previous topic, when I said sharing, it's like, let's say you have a bad customer or your boss gave you a big scolding or something. When we share in a group, we don't say, hi, my boss gave me this. No, we're sharing our other topics. And, okay, so you may feel that, your boss scolded you. By complaining about the boss, you feel better. Maybe good for you, but when you go to men's circle and we share about other topics, the boss scolding you is not so important anymore because we've just shared about bigger things. I don't know how to explain. When you go there, you see 55 ringgit, right? For Penang one?
55, yeah.
Okay.
Now, the entry is ridiculously low for the amount of value of joining and then joining the community. So we wanted to be very inclusive for everyone. To touch a point that you just come up in my mind is about taking ownership. Most of the time we live a life in autopilot. We are unfulfilled and we keep blaming maybe our wife, our girlfriend, our mother, our father, the government, the rain, the nature, because we live an unfulfilled life and we do everything else than take ownership. And again, it's all about having the courage to, number one, awareness. What is holding me back? Once I am aware of what is holding me back, then I can change it. And on the men's circle, the beautiful thing is the number one. You get out as a man of the isolation. Every man thinks to be the lone wolf in their journey. And you're going to see fellow brothers. Again, they look different than you. They speak with a different accent, but they are the same. So you can understand that, number one, you're not alone. Number two, there are ways, even on your darkest of the darkest of the darkest of the times, that you can get out of it, because there is always a way out. So it's a mind-blowing opportunity, whatever season in life, even if you are in a super successful time of your life, you come and join, you're gonna be even more successful. You are going through a very difficult time. Please do join, stick to the plan. It's a little commitment, but it's extremely healing. We are not meant, as human beings in general, to go through this journey alone. And we live in so much separation that what we are doing is to bring people together, in this case men, and create a very supportive community. So if you ever want to join us.
Well, my coffee is finished, so I guess end of the video lah. Okay, so any comments? Make a comment in the YouTube in YouTube. He will time to time go back and check on the channel, reply the comments.
Absolutely.
I will also have a look at the comments. Subscribe.
Please. And to follow me.
Oh yeah. Okay, so he has social media. I have social media. It's free to subscribe. If we have given you any value, please give us a thank you by subscribe.
Absolutely.
Or follow or whatever.
Absolutely. I highly suggest you to follow this guy in Facebook, IG, and his YouTube channel. For what concerns myself, very easy. You go on www.mymasterman, altogether, mymasterman.com. Same for social medias. You can reach out to me. You can see the work we are doing. My Masterman.